The Stoics frequently emphasize the theme of self-control. For example, Epictetus spoke about abstaining from talking about vulgar things, and Marcus Aurelius pointed out that we should set limits on comfort and consumption. In this video, I will delve deeper into the Stoic views on mastering self-control. If you are new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics show that only 1.44% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has helped you in any way, I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, let's start this transformative journey together. I've already discussed the usefulness of self-control, which helps us stay away from addictive behaviors, avoid acting on impulses when it's better not to, and stay focused on the things that truly matter. When we make the distinction between what is in our control and what is not, the key is strengthening the things within our control, which can be summarized in one word: our own faculty. A strong faculty ensures that we are less likely to be enslaved by outside forces that are not up to us. This means that impulses, triggers, and temptations have less power over us, strengthening our position in an ever-changing universe. This realization hit me after I recently completed a 72-hour water fast, during which I didn't eat and drank only water. The first day was the most difficult, but the second day was surprisingly blissful, and I was able to complete all my usual tasks. This experience changed my perception of food. I used to think I would faint if I didn't eat for a day, but it turns out I can manage fine after a period of fasting. The lesson I learned is that many needs and desires come not so much from the body, but from certain ideas ingrained in our minds. Abstaining from food for 72 hours changed my relationship with it. I've become less needy, knowing that I'll be fine and can function perfectly well when I don't eat for a while. As a result, I worry less about food. Statesman and Stoic philosopher Seneca reflected on the festivities in the city, during which the Romans feasted, got drunk, and indulged in pleasure. He argued that it is courageous not to participate in these festivities, but it is even more courageous to participate in a different way, without extravagance, assuming a sober and modest approach. To detach ourselves from luxury and test the constancy of the mind, Seneca gave the following advice. Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should set limits on leisure time, emphasizing that we aren't made to spend our lives eating, drinking, and sleeping to excess. Especially when we look at the rest of the planet, he wrote, "Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants, the spiders, and the bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can, and you're not willing to do your job as a human being? Why aren't you running to do what your nature demands?" Although I like his analogy, I must add that some animals probably aren't the best examples when it comes to industriousness. However, another argument that Marcus Aurelius brings forward repeatedly is that we should live in agreement with nature, more specifically, our human nature. The guideline for this is Stoic ethics. To put it simply, if one lives virtuously, one lives in agreement with nature and vice versa. Courage and moderation are two of the four cardinal virtues in Stoicism. Courage is subdivided into confidence, endurance, cheerfulness, high-mindedness, and industriousness. Moderation can be subdivided into modesty, seemliness, good discipline, and self-control. There are many ways to train self-control. Different types of fasting are very effective, but please consult your doctor first. Another way is to restrict the usage of smartphones, social media, and the internet altogether, which, by the way, I'm doing at the moment this video is published. Or how about this method? Waiting a moment before eating and chewing your food a certain number of times before swallowing. You'll be amazed at how difficult this is. Self-control makes us familiar with the hardships that many fellow human beings go through every day, such as hunger, bad luck, and working insane hours with no vacation. Becoming more content with what we have and less dependent on what we think we need brings about a sense of inner peace and happiness. As Seneca puts it, let us become intimate with poverty so that fortune may not catch us off guard. We shall be rich with all the more comfort if we once learn how far poverty is from being a burden. Thank you for watching.